Carol, you're here because you saw one of our YouTube videos. You're from...
I'm from Florida in America.
Yeah.
And I came because I saw YouTube with Reverend David Latimer from First Derry, because he's a minister here. And I was discovered that Reverend Hart is my 9th great-grandfather, was the 2nd minister here.
Yeah.
And wanted to come see where he was.
Yeah, and later on we're going to go down to Taughboyne and see his
grave?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. We'll see soon. So Carol, we're here now in Monreagh Presbyterian Church, and the board shows that John Hart, who you descend from, was the 2nd minister here from 1655 to 1685. His daughter married, well, you can tell the rest.
Okay. His daughter Agnes married Reverend Thomas Craighead. No, I'm sorry, Reverend Robert Craighead,
Yeah.
who ended up being the, he was one of the 13 ministers of the Laggan that was involved with First Derry during the siege, and who in turn had another son that was Reverend Thomas Craighead, that was from this area that finally immigrated.
Yeah, they immigrated. There was Katherine Craighead.
Katherine Craighead, who married a Reverend William Homes. So William Homes and also Thomas Craighead, the 2 ministers, took their congregation together and immigrated.
And that was 1715, was it? I think it was actually 1715, and they landed in Boston,
Yes.
Massachusetts.
Yes.
And you mentioned that your grandfather was a Presbyterian minister as well.
Yes, we came from a long line of ministers, but my grandfather was a Presbyterian minister. He was actually the son of a Katherine Craighead that came down from that that side, but he was his name was Pollock, which was also Scotch-Irish descent. But he ended up being a minister and missionary in Egypt. He and my grandmother were there in the 1820s. No, I'm sorry, 1920s, and continued the family
history.
Yes.
Whatever. We'll go down to Taughboyne now and see actually the grave of your 9th great-grandfather, John Hart.
Okay.
He's buried in Taughboyne, just under the bell tower. So we'll, by magic, we'll beam ourselves down there.
Anxious to see.
Yeah, okay. So Carol, here we are now at the site, the grave of John Hart. I think he buried 1687, so it must be one of the oldest marked graves in Donegal, I would imagine. How does it feel?
It's hard to express. It's just hard to imagine from, so many 100 years later that it's somebody's, family.
Yeah.
I never expected to be able to find out about somebody like him, and he's been a lot. He's been very important in the church, and more so I'm finding out all the time. And I'm been very impressed with what the ministers had gone through to make it easier for everybody that came later. But it's pretty exciting to get a chance to get this close.